Snapping Nuggets, welcome back to my lovely daughter. It's been a while. It's time. It's definitely time consuming. That's for sure. The girl suffers from a deep depression. Don't we all? Always in a corner, crying for no apparent reason. She stops only when her tears run out. Faust tries to talk to her and entertain her, but she does not respond. She eventually locks herself in a room so she can wallow in her sorrow without Faust's interference. Unable to take it anymore, Faust breaks the door open, which only makes the girl cry even louder. Considers it a failure. Yeah, figured that much. So, that was with me using, there we go, so sadness as like the dominant affinity, which basically means that it's whatever one I'm choosing to do as the dominant, um, affinity, that then we figure out what the exact number is going to be. So I'm essentially going to have to make anger the dominant one, then make fear the dominant one, and to be honest, I think I am literally going to have to make all of them dominant one time more in order to figure out exactly what joy, sadness, levels that I need to do. However, during the interim, when I was messing about and just kind of playing it on my Todd, trying to get stuff done, more of the book doth be unveiled, I believe. But I deliberately tried not to click on it. There we go. The homunculus business is doing great. It is much better than selling potions. The money I have gathered is just enough to purchase ingredients to make healing potions for my wife and daughter. It's crossed my mind to ask the Master Warlock's help, but relying on such dark powers when their lives are at stake seems a dangerous idea. In desperation, I brought my wife and daughter to the Master Warlock. Great, it's... Didn't take you that long to change your mind, did it? He told her how his soul has become faint and that she was bound to die soon. Right, okay. What was he thinking? Blurting jinxes in front of her face like that. After saying this, he insisted on helping me cure my daughter's illness. He gave me a handful of suspicious-looking powder and told me to make a potion with it, which must be drank regularly. For now, I can only hope the best for the both of them. Okay, so that's happened. The wife died. Life is so much better with my wife here. What? I feel as though I missed something. Okay, 2 minutes. I need to reread this. Okay, it's been exhausting watching my wife every hour of the day. I wish that homunculus could take care of her, and then I thought, why not? It would only meet the Master Warlock once more, and he taught me a method to make a bigger, smarter homunculus. Wonderful. Now my homunculus, I can nurture her and continue my search for medical potions. Yesterday, my wife said something about how she felt weak. Yeah, and then she died. So what? It's been a long time since I wrote something here. I've decided to move on from my old life and begin anew. So I built a new house for us up on the hill. It's quite far from the slums and we lived before. Since that time, my daughter is fully recovered and she's even livelier than she was. Life is finally looking up for us, and I am planning to reopen my homunculus business here. Hopefully, everything will go great. Life would be so much better with my wife here. Fucking learn to read! It's so lonely with the only two of us. People from the village seldom visit or ask for my help anymore. With plenty of time on my hands, I decided to play around with the homunculus transmutation process because fucking why not? We're just messing with life. I decided to play around with the homunculus. The results are almost unbelievable. The living homunculi not only humanoid in shape, but also have emotions. Cool, we read that bit, did it? Here we go. Here we go. More shit. This is far beyond my expectations, queued up, blah, blah, blah. This is nonsense. He said it was my blood that he wanted. See, I said that before, in a kind of long, rambly way, but I said it before. Technically, your Wayne's blood is your own fucking blood. It's not his. She has her own match of both of you. I have been tricked. I cannot accept this. Why did he take her soul? It was supposed to have been mine. Wait. I thought we were transmutating your daughter's soul, but the warlock has it. Everything that I've done was for her. Why did he not just leave us alone? Why did he do this to me? Just let me die, bring my daughter back. He does not deserve this. It was my fault. Liar. Okay, get her back. Okay. But, so, this is just a soul. It's not technically her soul, it's just the soul. So, I don't know how much dicking about we should be doing. But anyway, I now need to sod off and go kill fuck knows how many more children in order to get these accurate affinities. This will be so much fun. Okay. Bye. Okay, so we're now all the way to October. We're gonna try this again. Again, so I'm trying to keep joy as the high one, because if I can figure out just what joy is, we can get joy out of the way. And then we can sort out all the other one. Unless it's literally going to force me to, like, figure out the next highest variable for anger and the next highest variable for fear. So we'll figure it out. It takes like 20 minutes for the fucking infusion process, so I should probably just talk during the infusion. I also just noticed that there's a fucking plumpkin outside. Infuse, the newsy. Yeah, like, the thing is it's weird, because this is, like, strangely addictive given the given the subject matter. There's something strangely addictive. Plus, as well as, like, it's not, like, super involved. I've just kind of been playing it while I've been, like, getting other stuff done and all that kind of shit. Okay, hysterical laughing, but also not only is laughter feel but also Okay, right, cool. So did we figure it out? Another similar result. I think I raised the sold out. Okay, so did we? It's gonna make me figure out what the highest ones are for everything else first. Okay, well, that's that one, so we'll see back in fact how long this is gonna take. Okay, back again. So I binned a bunch that I was working on there, but I forgot that I got this thing, which I think if I burn, because we're on the same day. That I should, yep. Great, cool. We can infuse again and see how this works. So this time I'm trying to focus on the anger aspect and see if that gives me another value, and then we'll do fear, and then we might possibly need to do it another 4 times. Well, so however it seems to remain to split into I did one that was dominant. I did the dominant with the fucking anger durs. Oh. Back to the drawing board again. Okay, we're going for another infusion. This time, I think what it means by dominant is that I'm trying to suss out the figure of just one of them. So in this case, I've put joy, sadness, and fear at like 300 something, and then anger all the way up at the higher rating. So maybe that's what I've been doing wrong when I'm trying to suss percentages. I mean, I shouldn't be like to that image there, but it's new. The girl awakes and looks upon Faust fiendishly. Suddenly, and with all of her might, she pounces on him, knocking him to the floor and attacking him vengefully. Why she has a knife, I don't know. Surprised by her ferocity, Faust is driven to the edge of his life as he gasps for air. In the end, Faust proves the stronger. After a time battle, he gains the upper hand and ties the girl down. However, she shows no remorse and continues to act the demon. I feel like that's not proper diction, but fuck it, what do I know? Always growling and wriggling forcefully whenever Faust approaches. He considers the experiment a failure. I mean, I don't know. Maybe that's what your brat was like before as well. Who fucking knows? Think of a game more cute. Yep, cool. Right, so there we go. We are getting closer to what it is that we need for it. And now that I look at it, these might be the last percentages. So in that case, I need to do fear as the prominent one and keep everything else at a lower value, but it still has to have a value between 300 for each, because I remember like every time I was doing it, it was failing, and that's because it needs to be between 300 and 1,000. So if I get joy, sadness, and anger to 300 and fear to like 600, then we should figure out the value for fear and subsequently all the values, which will not take me forever to do. I'm fine. We're gonna burn one of these. Okay. Testing the theory. This time keeping it low, sad, anger, everything else, and trying to suss out fear. I will get, the thing is as well as I'm not even like making them and like training them. They're Pokemon. That's the only way I'm able to get through this game, is by pretending that they're Pokemon, alright? Training them up in the city. I've not even been. There we go. The instant her eyes open, she jumps backwards and falls down. She tumbles uncontrollably on the floor. Holy fucking what the? I get that this is supposed to be an image that's like she's scared of Faust. Faust looks fucking terrifying, as if his weird hands weren't bad enough. It's clear that she is hysterically frightened of Faust's presence. Paranoid about everything, she continually tries to escape. However, the fear which consumes her foils her at every attempt. Oh, Jesus Christ. Faust ends up keeping her in a cage while he attempts to think of a solution to her phobia. Sadly, he does not find one. Yeah, it's almost like Faust is not the one that should be like trying to, I don't know, psychologically help a child, given the fact that we're probably killed about 100 at this point. What do I know? Yes. Okay, right. So we should now have the exact numerical values that I need. I pray to God that there's not another line. If there's another line, I am gonna weep. But I am gonna use, because I'm getting like high-end material back every time that I sacrifice them to the soul, I'm able to just kind of like keep refreshing and making new ones. So I will see what I can do. I'll see if I can get those exact values, and we'll see if we can, if that is it, or if it fails again, I presume that means that there's another line that we need to do, which I will... Season. Never thought that there would be quite so much math involved in the slaughtering of inanimate objects given sentience. Okay, I think we're nearly there. Because I've just been making these homunculi and then brutally slaughtering them literally 10 seconds after life. And, yeah. So I am going to be pretty much out of time for today, so that's why I'm trying to get it all done now. Because I don't know if did I burn one? Infuse? Nope, okay. So I need to burn another one of these. And go. So basically now I have it 805, 3735, 67550, and I think those are all within parameters. And there's not a whole lot of space for like what, like there's 60 of difference, and there's not a whole lot of space for one to be that much bigger than the other. Do you know what I mean? Sadness 735. What's the lowest I can get sadness? Shit. It's the wee annoying ones, like 701, because it does everything in fives. There is no ones, there is no twos. I've tried it half leveling, 3/4 leveling. There is none of that. It is fucking fives or zeros, and that is it. So, I really hope that this infused with a dominant infinity thing was just to find out the values. We're gonna have to test the theory because I'm genuinely out, because it is, even though like a lot of this will probably be all like skimmed out and everything like that for you, But I didn't realise that this was going to be quite so math heavy. Because I've literally been sitting here like, okay, right, so I need to burn a level 7 and then a level 5, but then burn an item to bring it down 100. Nah, buggered it up. So it even... No, I didn't bugger it up. Music! A moment later, her eyes blinking, a moan escapes her mouth. Slowly she utters, Father? Unable to believe his eyes and ears, Faust kneels and cries in overwhelming ecstasy. They embrace each other in an endless time! Faust's mind wanders, all he has been through, everything he has suffered, the whole tragedy of his life, none of it matters anymore. He only wants to enjoy the moment until a sharp object pierces him. I mean, I still don't. I'm not number. That's not how blood would be on the. But why did we give her the knife back? We took the knife off her when she was rage-induced. Fucking Faust falls down to the floor, blood spilling out around him. What has happened? Anxious and scared, he looks up with his daughter standing over him. No, it's not possible. How can this be? Oh fuck! The moment he crouches down and takes hold of his hat. What? The moment she crouches down and takes hold of his head, Faust can clearly see her eyes. That is not Arya, it belongs to the Master Warlock. Ah, for fuck it. Disguised Arya, he chuckles as he lets Faust plunge into a pool of his own blood. Fuck! Master Warlock speaks magical incantations while Faust's consciousness begins to fade out. He can barely feel it his own body. A faint voice. Fucking saleswoman! What is happening? What? What is... what? Fuck. A faint voice rings through the room. Hello, old friend. It seems so distant. Faust feels so light, almost as if he's floating as some magical force is pulling him up. Then everything goes bright. His time has come, he knows it. But he's not ready, not until he puts everything in the right place. Who that? Who the lady? So weak, so tired. Faust now does not want to wake up yet, but something keeps shaking his body. Slowly he opens his eyes. It's a woman. Knowing she is no angel, Faust realises he is still alive after all. What the fuck is going on? But what for? The Master Warlock took everything away from him. Even his body is not his own. Nevertheless, the woman is tending his wounds, preserving his body. Her care instills some spirit in him once again. To pay his debt, Faust helps her with the alchemy and sorcery skills. With a homunculi in her shop, it becomes the most successful business in the village. Left with only one reason to live, Faust plots to exact revenge on the Master Warlock, but he is nowhere to be found. No one has ever heard of his whereabouts. Faust knows he will show up eventually, and that he must be prepared. Is this he's the Master Warlock kind of shenanigans going on? Faust sets out on a journey to hone his magical power. After years of study and effort, he becomes a truly powerful wizard himself. His fame spreads across the country. People start referring to him as the Master Warlock. At the moment a bolt of lightning strikes his mind, he remembers that he has never forgotten how the Master Warlock tricked him and how the Master Warlock took his daughter's soul. He remembers how he hates the Master Warlock, and now he realises that he himself is the Master Warlock. He has unmatched power, immense knowledge of alchemy and dark magic. However, his life will soon end. Finally, he understands why Master Warlock took his body. He understands the Master Warlock put him through hell. Realising this truth, he now has to choose. Will he bring misery to his past self to maintain his power and wealth, or will he let young Faust live with his family and achieve happiness? With more time, he is convinced that he can keep his powers and wealth while still being able to save his own family. He hasn't gave a fucking shit about his own family for ages. He only needs to ensure that he can prolong his life, to ensure that his life will be written the way it was before. He starts his gamble. He contacts his old friend and savior to say. So she's the fuck. Oh my god. So Faust, the Master Warlock, and the one that saved him is the fucking granny that's been selling. No wonder she knew so much shit. No wonder she's got fucking glasses with fire in it and shit like that. Slowly but surely, the story is rewritten. He needs to make sure that Faust is mentally broken. You swell guy. He starts by poisoning his wife. then takes away his daughter. He uses both the wife's and daughter's soul to regain his own weak soul. Then he continues his act, thinking he can save time and extract young Faust's soul after the devastation event. But Faust's will to live is still strong. What? Back to the Future shit is this? It's then he realises that young Faust has gone insane, but not because he lost his loved ones. Instead, it is because of the hatred, Jesus Christ, that Faust has for himself, the Master Warlock. He now understands that his drive to move forward is not fueled by care for his family, but his ego and it being tricked. Pretty much, yeah. His failed attempt to extract young Faust's soul has made his powers weak. He has only enough energy for one more extraction. He places Faust's daughter's body in the bed and prepares to extract his own soul. To ensure young Faust will take care of his soul, he erases Faust's memory of the past 2 years and puts a spell on young Faust's book to give him direction and purpose, and then he extracts his own soul into the soul chamber. Jesus. Young Faust wakes up not knowing... And that's why we wake up at the beginning not knowing anything. Young Faust wakes up not knowing that the circle of damnation will repeat itself at the end. What the fucking fuck? I just wanted my Wayne back. I just wanted my Wayne back. Is that so much to ask? I just wanted my Wayne back. And it turns out that I was the one that took my Wayne and killed my wife and then... Don't know how to feel about that. Don't know what the fuck. What? I don't know what the second one is. What happens if I play from where I am? Does it just play from before I do the... Okay, I've lost all that stuff. I have no homunculi. Does the book change? Nope. Nothing has changed. What about memories? Nope, nothing has changed. Well, fuck! All of that. All of that. Good game. I enjoyed that. I know that obviously the subject matter is a wee bit ski-whiff when it comes to, you know, the fact that it's about mistreating children and essentially like child slave labour, all that kind of thing. The subject matter, I can understand why it's a bit iffy to try and explore that, and it's probably not great that I've been just giggling my way through the whole game. But yeah, I really liked the game. It was an interesting delve into that kind of mechanic of the game, because essentially it was just like an item management game. When you break it down to its basic, I'm not saying that kids are nothing. This whole playthrough has been, how can we make me look as bad as possible, hasn't it? Yes, it has. Great. Well, yeah. What a fucking ending. Just like, hey, see all that shit you've been doing? No, it doesn't matter. You're gonna wake up again at the beginning, start again. Fucking hate that shit. Yeah. It's definitely a strange game. Like, the thing is like, I don't want to keep saying it, but I really enjoyed Coffee Talk because it was weird, because the writing in Coffee Talk was really well done, I would say, because essentially that was all that the game had. It had some really well-designed characters, and it was basically just talking about, you know, real issues that some of them have in this make-believe fantasy land and all that kind of shit. And all of it was more or less just talking. When I started playing this, I was kind of like, oh, the script needs work. But the thing is it's not really about that. It's about the trials and tribulations of Faust. And at the end of it, it's kind of like, I even said, I just wanted my daughter back. That's all I fucking want. That's what I've been doing this whole game, is trying to get the Wayne back. That is it. But a really well done game, I would say, because I enjoyed playing. And usually I find this kind of stuff like boring after a certain point of time. Do you know what I mean? Don't get me wrong, I enjoy boring, repetitive games, i.e., Pokemon. But yeah, it was a weird game, but I really enjoyed playing it. So yeah, Toge Productions do great games in my opinion. I really want to play more of them. I believe that they've got another game coming out shortly, which I saw in Steam somewhere, called My Lovely Wife. So I will probably be playing that. I don't know if there's a demo or anything like that yet. If there is a demo, I'm probably going to play the demo straight after this. But yeah, really interesting game. It explores concepts that aren't great. And like a lot of the stuff I was just kind of click through. Just try to like get to. I didn't realize it was going to be like this long a playthrough either. I thought it was literally just going to be like go in, fuck about with it, like create. Like I thought I was just going to be like continuously creating the monsters until I ran out of monsters to create, basically. But I didn't realize there was going to be so much precise math involved. But that is it for My Lovely Daughter. I hope you've enjoyed this series. I definitely did, and please don't quote anything that I've been saying during this. If you did, batter the subscribe button, like the video, geez your banter in the section down below, all that jazz, and I will catch you nuggets in whatever it is that I'm doing next. Alright? Cheery bye.